Kings and mutas. We got 3 gate, 4 gate with carriers in the top blue base, the light blue. Our purple player is starting to put up lots of buildings. Looks like he's going to go with Colossi? I believe Colossi is the right term. He is going to do that while he's completely content with mining his base. Looks like we have red pushing out into blue once again. Poor blue. Cannot catch a break this game. He is going to be run over by these stalkers unless something happens here. We're going to watch those walk right up that base, up the ramp. They're going to see nothing. They're confused. Those Zerglings are like, we have nothing left to live for. The mutas, with all their harassment, are going to come back and they're going to harass the bejesus out of red again. Because gosh darn it, that's what those mutas do. Oh, and the blink is going to come down and he's going to take out all of those mutas. He does have a few more, but he did get that army split up. So looks like blue is going to be lucky that that yellow harassed, because blue is going to be able to stay in the game a little bit longer as he rebuilds those overlords. We're going to check in on pink real quick to see what's going on. That is a nice sized army of hydras. Still running off the 2 base. Got the hive tech now. Let's see what we got going on there. He has 1 of 1 upgrades right now. Looks like he's going to put a little bit of extra weight behind those hydras to see if they can carry him to a potential victory. Dr. Moose is just being very annoying, harassing Purple Pride, the red Protoss here. Really, not a lot is going on. We're about halfway through this game. Oh, a little spoiler alert. We're almost halfway through this game right now, going at 2x speed. I'm going to take this chance to grab a glass of water really quick and take a sip. I'll be right back. Ah, that's very nice, very nice. Alright, so the stalkers for red are going to come in and harass blue. I feel like I'm just casting a game between red, orange, and blue at this point. Really isn't that much going on. Everybody else is doing lots of heavy macro. He does not have anything to defend this, so it looks like red is going to knock blue out of this game here. The minerals are almost completely mined up, and he is doing a very good job of just taking down that base. So we're going to go a little elsewhere for now. We're going to check out on orange. He's been harassed a little bit in this game. Looks like he's still running off 1 base. A little too timid to come back out here and retake that natural. I'll check the APM, see if he is still in the game. Looks like light blue Brood is currently being killed, so his APM is quite low. Looks like we have purple rocking 240 APM right now. Let's see what he is up to. We got lots and lots of units coming down. Got some more Colossi coming out. Got another Robo going up. Look like he's getting ready to put up a Twilight Council to get some upgrades. So, looks like yellow is giving the pity, I'm sorry for killing you. But red is going to clean up what's going on there. It looks like up here we have conflict between yellow and blue again. They had a little bit of a little tussle there, but nothing came of it. Purple once again moving out to the middle of the map. He is going to take a look at that Zelnaga and see what he can find. Let's go over to Purple's view right now and see what he can see in this game. You can see that Purple really has not scouted much. A lot of his activities has been resigned to just staying in his base and not doing anything. I'm going to check Purple Pride. He has scouted most of the map here. He kind of knows what's going on. Switching over to Chosen Wonton, he's done. He is out of the game. He does not have anything, and he has left. Switching over to Brood up here in the corner, he has not done a lot of scouting, but he seems like he's very content to just slowly pump out these carriers. See where that takes him. Gonna go over to Orange with Kalori here. He's still running off that 1 base. Not a lot of scouting as you can see on the minimap, but he's really content to mining out his main base there. Going over to Dr. Moose player 6, he's done a very good job, yellow, of harassing pretty much all of the players. Does not see a lot of what's going on right now, but see in a little while. Then we got BoomChild, the pink Zerg. He is amassing lots and lots of hydras. Let's see if we have 2 full tabs, so that's 24 and another line. So that is 32 Hydralisks just in this area with another 3 coming in. So that's 35 Hydras. Going over to player 8, and we notice that there's not a lot of scouting except for yellow going on this game. So we're all pretty much in the dark as to what is going on. And it looks like yellow, poking its head out, sees those Hydras once again. Does not know what's going to happen here, but looks like BoomChild, the pink, is going to move his Hydras back into the base to try and defend against a little harassment and see if it happens. And does not look like anything is coming. Red has his army out in the middle of nowhere, just chillaxing like the Brotoss. Gotta love the Brotoss, everybody. Looks like, let's check the expansions. Most of the expansions for people who expanded are gonna start getting mined out pretty soon. We have very, very few resources going on. Looks like a lot of bases are going to be coming down soon. I am sincerely hoping there's going to be some combat going on here because there has not been much. And I know it's going to get fast and furious. Looks like we have a standoff here. The Colossi of Buddy are acting like siege tanks here with their extended thermal lances, taking out the beginnings of the wall. And it looks like Face Nibbler is going to send in his carriers. He is going to deal with that army that does not have much against. Does not have much in the term of anti-air currently. So that is indeed a bad move, as called by Face Nibbler. Purple's going to go ahead and retreat to his base. Buddy is going to lick his wounds and come back another day. Again, we have Red has a more sizable army. Looks like he is going to go up and try and cross streams with Face Nibbler and the Teal Protoss. It looks like we're going to get actually a pretty good fight here. Looks like those carriers are going to GTFO for all of those internet elite speakers, as the Stalkers and the Colossi are going to come in with those Zealots and they're going to clean up that front wall, take it down, make the base a little more accessible for any attacks in the future. And those carriers are going to turn back now, and they're going to use those interceptors, and they're going to weaken up that army just a bit. On the other side of the map, looks like we have Pink moving out with his Hydralisks. He's bringing an Overseer with for potential scouting ability, and he is going to walk and see the Zerglings at Yellow's base, and they're going to charge in, and they're going to get pretty good concave. But those are Zerglings. We're going to check his upgrades on those. Those are 1-2 Zerglings against 2-3 Hydralisks. So those are not going to be very effective at stopping that attack. Going back over to here, we have the carriers still working on those Stalkers. Looks like those Stalkers are not doing a very good job of macroing on the actual carriers themselves, and Face Nibbler said there's a little lag. Sir, you're the one that's using the interceptors. So we're going to come back over here where it's just a little less laggy, not much. And we're going to see Pink moving into Yellow here. It's going to encounter those Mutalisks. It looks like we have some Banelings warping in. Those are going to do some pretty massive damage if Pink is not able to get them out of the way. And here they come. They are going to start cutting a hole through this. There's one chunk. Looks like we've got the Battle of the Bulge here for the Banelings. They're going to come through and they're going to do massive damage, and they're going to split them up. That was a great split up on those Banelings to go opposite ways and mop up a lot of these Hydras. But it is not enough to take care of all of them. Pink is going to continue his march into the base. Coming over here now, we have Purple and Blue getting into a little bit of a tussle. We have carriers on Colossi and Stalkers, and those carriers have been proven to be very, very efficient this game. I'd like to note that Light Blue's carriers, he only has 5 of them. He has been building them very, very slowly, and it looks to be paying off. And Dr. Moo says, lol, Hydras meet Banelings. And Pink says, lol, Hydras meet your expansion. So Pink is going to continue pushing. Blue is going to push into Purple's base here. I'm going to grab a drink of water while you watch us fight. And it looks like the Stalkers once again are going to be targeting the Interceptors instead of the actual carriers, although it does look now that he's going to be microing them to take care of the carriers instead of the Interceptors. So it was a very good job by Purple there. And oh, Purple's getting sided on both sides. 5 carriers on one side, and we have 10 carriers on the other. Purple's main is getting in the midst of a pincer attack by Blue and Teal. I cannot tell if this was planned. I don't see the chat, but it looks like this was just a very, very untimely two-pronged timing attack by both players here. We're going to check on Pink as he mops up that expansion, and he's going to start walking up into the base. Lots of fun stuff going on there. Red is looking like he's got a probe here. He's going to try and expand at Dark Blue's expansion, which he did not mine out. So that's one of the richest locations for minerals that is left on the map right now. And back up in Purple's base, it looks like Purple and Blue had their carriers cross over a little bit, so they were going to duke it out, and then one decided, you know what, Blue says, I'm just going to back off for now. I'm going to let them fight it out, and we're going to see where that comes to later. Moving back over to Pink's fight, he is now moving safely into the main base of Yellow, and it looks like he is going to have a fairly easy job of taking out the rest of that. And it looks like Yellow's trying to get some drones to escape, but those Hydras are going to see that, and they are going to more than likely clean it up. It looks like 3 of them do get away, but they are running directly for Red's expansion. And Red is going to be able to clean that up, even just with that one lone Zealot. Orange, in the meantime, has been able to feel safe to go get his expansion, most likely because he is almost mined out, and he is going to need an army. Looks like his upgrades are non-existent. We have Blue that has a 3 attack upgrade for his flying units. Looks like Blue is going to come here on Red. And Yellow has rebuilt the base, and they are no longer being revealed. So he's going to stick around and watch the rest of this game here, it looks like. In the meantime, these Stalkers are taking on the Interceptors, and once again, the Interceptors are wreaking havoc on the AI for those Stalkers. He needs to micro those to target the battle cruisers and not the Interceptors, because those Interceptors are not going to go away, folks. Looks like the battle cruisers are likely going to win this fight, as Pink is taking his army back down the ramp, probably looking to take some other type. Dr. Moose, that is just mean, sir. Giving away your army's position in a free-for-all is kind of bad manners. I'll let it go because we had 8 players and we're all having fun, but you're not going to want to do that. That is not good. Not good.